Testing, testing. Okay, let me see. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Let me see if I can hear myself. I cannot. Okay, let me get this audio. Let me see. Media source, I think. And then, like, how do you add a microphone? No. Cancel that media source. Testing, testing. Where is it? I can't hear. Let me see. My ears not. Can I hear now? Oh, there we go. And why is there echo? Mm. Maybe if I mute that. Wow, there's still an echo. And where's all this noise coming from? Can you hear me? Let me do this.
Oh,
That
that
might
might
be
be
it.
it.
Let me
Let me
see.
see.
Did
Did
that
that
work?
work?
Hmm.
Hmm. Let me see if this works. Join my live and watch me struggle. I do not like having all this background noise. How do I fix it? Okay, if you're watching, let me know what I'm doing wrong. And why do I sound like I'm underwater? Hmm. Crazy. Let me mute my mic real quick.
What does this do? Okay, okay. This might work, just might work. I'm gonna figure out this background noise foolishness as soon as possible. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna search on YouTube. How long have I been streaming? Let me see. Let me search it. Let me search. Let's see what's going on here. I try to mute my mic. Let me go ahead and mute the mic while I'm looking. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Hello, if you're tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. But I got ADHD brain, and I'm trying to figure out my life right now with this YouTube streaming. Completely a beginner. Okay? Completely a beginner with this. And I decided today that I was going to show you better than I can tell you my struggles as to content creation. You know, we've been at war since the beginning for at least 9 years. Because I'm an overthinker and I feel like I could show you better than I can tell you. So the theme is visibility this year, and I'm going to show up regardless of whether it's perfect or not. Because authenticity, I believe, is the key. Okay? So if you're with me, comment below. Be patient with me. What I have on my screen right now is something called Mixboard AI, and I love it because you can literally give it prompts and it can create images for you. And I've created so many things, but if you are new to my channel, most of my comic prompts come from Mixboard AI. And right now, we are creating the stream. Okay? If you don't know, I am a former therapist, now spiritual psychological life coach. Okay? And I combined my psychology background as well as esoteric sciences like astrology and numerology, human design, all those different things into the work that I do. No longer a therapist because y'all, I don't like being told what to do. And I had to figure that out for myself. but I stopped doing therapy in 2021, and since then I have been trying to return back to social media. It's so much easier for me to do my podcast than it is getting making like video content. It is so difficult. So I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create live streams to grow my audience um, based off of what I need, in order to help people and not pour from an empty cup or not get on here and perform like I have everything together. Okay. When I do these lives on Thursdays, you are seeing my process and all the hell I put myself through when it comes to overthinking and things of that nature. So if you're tuning in, if you're watching, go ahead and, comment below. Ask me anything. I don't care if it's, did I see what was on the news? Did I see the latest in the Epstein files? Whatever it is, ask me anything while we create and we knock out the kinks, okay, and give you a behind the scenes of my struggle. Also, IT usually comes very easy for me. And how I was talking about this with my husband the other day, is like how if you're like a tech person that, tech things come to you easily is if you are not afraid to just get on a device and just press buttons. Like I'm not afraid to do that. Okay? Oh, here's a perfect example of my ADHD brain. You see all these tabs? Okay? Comment below if this is how your computer looks when when you get on it. You got all these tabs because our fear in ADHD is forgetting. Okay? So we got to have it's like a defense mechanism. We got to have a bunch of tabs up. I'm sorry. I apologize if my audio isn't right. I'm trying to fix it right now. Okay, if y'all could help me like figure out how to fix this audio. Um, Let me see if I want to show you guys some of the stuff that I created for this live stream. Okay, so this is supposed to go at the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into Canva, and I'm going to remove the background. And if there's like any spelling or, things that I need to correct, then I'll correct it in Canva. But the main thing I want to do is remove that background. And the prompt that I use for this is right here in my notes section. I don't know if y'all could see it. Probably not. Let me see. Let me look at this screen and see if you can see it. Or let me see if I can add more to the screen capture. Let me see here. Add a screen capture. Let me see. Screen capture 2. Application. And let's go to notes. There it is. Okay. So here on the screen, we go to it again. Right here. Where'd it go? Is it here? Can y'all see it? Okay, let's see if y'all can see it. But alright, looks like I gotta come back to OBS so y'all can make sure y'all see it. Let's see this transition. Oh, there you hit the transition button. Okay, there we go. Alright, so if you can see my notes, you can see that. Is it up here? What is it doing? Okay. Hopefully it stays up here now. But you can see that I had ChatGPT come up with some prompts for me. And what I do is just copy and paste the prompts into Mixboard AI. to create whatever it is that I want to create. Okay? So, I'm trying to now create the like this is gonna be my end screen. I'm just trying to create everything for when I go live. Okay, and y'all go see the process. And if you comment below, and you help me out and say, "Ooh, I like this," or "I don't like that," you'll know that you had a part in it. Okay, my beginnings of trying to be consistent my way, on my terms. But me being in that space of I could show you better than I can tell you. Okay, so let me go. Let me take this off the screen. Let's see, how do I do that? Hide it and transition. Oh, look at that. I'm learning. I'm learning. Okay, so I have no idea where to put these things. But what I'm going to do now is actually, I'm going to go here and then I'm going to change the capture in a second to my Canva. And let's see if I have it up. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the display. Don't worry, I'll get my sound better soon. Okay, so go to screen capture, and I'm going to go to window capture, right? And then I'm gonna go to bow. Let me do that. Is that window? Is it this window? Okay. All right, we're gonna transition. All right, so this right here is my latest video, and as you can see, this is in Canva. This is how I put them together. Okay, really quickly. This is how I put them together. I think this one specifically, I use Whisk to create these comic panels here that you see. In Mixboard AI, what you do is you give it a picture and you can give it a prompt if you want to, like, you see like this, like a picture of yourself, and then you can say like create a comic version of me, right? But for today, that's not what we're working on. Today, what we're working on is, let me see here. We're working on live streams. So I should have that up here somewhere. I gotta go through all my projects. Let me see here. Where is it? And if you ask, okay, Tanya, why are you putting yourself through all this? Because sometimes that's just how I am. Oh, here it is. Did y'all find it before I did? Good for you if you did. Okay, so there's a problem here. I think I might have tried to remove myself. I think that's what happened here. Yeah, I think that's what happened here. I think I tried to remove myself, and when you hit like magic grab on a photo, it will grab whatever whatever is there. I wish I would have. Let me see if it'll let me go backwards. Nope, it won't let you. It's one and done. Okay. Let me see. Let's go to my uploads. Majority of this stuff you see on this left hand side was created by Mixboard AI. Isn't this cool? But yeah, I just, uploaded a picture of myself. I started with doing this. If you see these pictures here, this is a friend of mine. But I started doing it with, I think, with myself first on Whisk. And then I had decided, like, okay, I want to give like birthday shout outs like this. So one of my friends named Brandon A, he his birthday was coming up, and I was like, okay, well, let me test out this Whisk AI thing, because that's also run by Google, and let me send him a whole comic strip, because I don't know, I just really like comics, or the look at them, the feel of them. I'm really all over the place, right? But like I said, this is the year of visibility and showing up as my authentic self. So yeah, majority of these comic strips came from that. Okay, so let me get back on topic. So we're creating the live stream elements, all right? And no one has asked a question yet. Okay. If y'all want to ask me anything, you can ask me anything about astrology, numerology. You can ask me anything about psychology. Okay. Um, you know, if you need help deciding if you want to go somewhere, if you want to stay friends with somebody, if you should pursue somebody, ask me anything. Okay. If you don't have a therapist, you're looking for a therapist, or you're looking for a life coach, or you don't know the difference between the two, y'all can ask me that. I said earlier, you can ask me my views on, um, what is it, the Epstein files and stuff. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and upload this stuff from my content templates, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my live stream elements. Here we go. And we're gonna upload this set right here. I think I have this set from last year. Alright, and I'm gonna add a page here. I probably should be doing this in presentation mode. Yeah, let me do this in presentation mode, because for some reason it's easier to edit things in there. So let's do that. Copy and resize this design. Open presentation. Perfect. It's easier to edit like single shots in the presentation mode sometimes than it is the video mode. But let me see here. So y'all, what's been on my mind? Y'all seen these Epstein files? Y'all seen them? Okay. Isn't it a shame? Isn't it a hot, stinking mess? Right? It's so frustrating. Oh, before I continue with that, let me show you this trick I learned. So I'm pressing the shift button here in Canva. And if you press the shift button, you can resize any image properly. Like without the shift button, I just have to, it stays the way that it is. But when I press that shift button here, I'm pressing it right now, I could do that, right? I can make it wider and actually make it fit the presentation. You see? You see? Okay. Now let's see. Because whenever you ask for a transparent background in the prompt, Mixboard AI will create this checkered background, right? But let me see. I'm going to click this background remover. Let's see if it works. Let me see. It worked. Okay, so now I got to resize this again because this is supposed to be the overlay. Okay. I just want to see. Now I'm going to hit this and I'm going to hit shift again to make this come out on the screen. Did we do it? Okay, hold on. Hold up. That's the only thing. Let me make this smaller so I can see where this white is. Boop. Okay, take this one and don't forget to take this one too now. Make sure that's lined up properly as well. Make sure it's lined up properly. This one with the little triangles on the end. I don't know what that's called. But here we go. Alright, so back to these Epstein files. Y'all, what they gonna do? Like what? Okay, the government already had these Epstein files. I feel like if they were gonna do something, they would have done it by now. And I just hate how people who actually got their eyes open are feeling right now. The victims specifically as well, but this is something else. Like the victims, it's very, very frustrating. Okay, like why can't we just all admit these are bad people, right? Why are they pretending like we can't see? Like I don't understand. I don't understand why they pretend like we can't see them. Like they act like they're invisible. They are acting like, that kid that, stole some cookies from the cookie jar. And when you question them about it, they say, no, I didn't. But they got crumbs all over their mouth. That's what the government is looking like right now. Okay? And it's making me upset. It is really making me upset, making me sad. It makes me feel discouraged. I know I'm not the only one. I bet you probably feel discouraged as well. If this is something you care about. I don't know. Like what do they mean when they say it's not a crime to party with Epstein? Are you serious right now? Like what is this? Like I don't like when people try to pretend like I'm stupid, like I can't see what they're doing. I probably should have removed the background before I tried to do this. Did I do this properly? Probably not. Probably not. You know what? Let me cancel and just remove the background first. And then, oh yeah, backgrounds removed. You know what? Let me turn this black. But yeah, what do you guys think about this nonsense that they got going on? Okay, now let me. Dang, they removed the darn. Oh no. Okay, I know what to do. I think I know what to do. Let me see this. Cause I like the background of this originally. Smaller like this. That's supposed to go like that, I think. It's supposed to go like that. Mm-hmm. Yep, I believe so. Get my life together. Okay. So that's how you do that if you're watching. If you catch this on the live or you catch this later. That's how you do that. But the original had some sort of background, but I'll fix that later. Let me go to the next one. Did I do this one? Yeah, I did that one. Did this one. I really like this. Edit background remover. Okay, let me see. I wonder if there's a background remover in Got Slam. What you call them? In OBS. Okay. I wish I could play some music during this time, but I cannot. I cannot. Let's see. I was supposed to be answering some questions. Oh, let me see here. I like this the way that it is. So, okay, no, did that wrong. Back it up. Press this, press shift. Size it properly. Let me see what this looks like if Canva wants to move it. Okay, let me hit edit, and then let me go to image to video, and I don't really have a description. Okay, let me go back. Let me see what questions was I being asked. Okay, let's see. One of the questions. So for this random thought, like live stream, I'm gonna be answering questions that I came up with, or ChatGPT helped me come up with to answer. So if I don't have anybody asking me questions, right? Then yeah, if I don't have anybody asking me questions, then I can use this for content. Okay, so that's why this is very, very random, and I love it because it's going to help me kill two birds with one stone. It's gonna help me grow my channel by coming on live, okay, and showing YouTube that this time I'm really gonna give it my best shot, and that I'm gonna be able to take clips from this live stream and possibly use it as content, right? When I answer these questions on these random thoughts. So here's one question. Where does the public get stuck emotionally, not intellectually, on this topic? So when we talk about what's going on with all these falling people, okay, and people acting like, I feel like people are emotionally attached to figures, because I don't understand why when it comes to these celebrities or the popular people in our society, when we see them do something, we don't want to look at the facts, we ignore the facts. And I think because emotionally we have some sort of attachment, is we put them on some sort of pedestal to where intellectually we just fall short. Like we can't think no more. And that could be, it's a power dynamic. It could be based off of trauma. Um, it can be traumatic, especially because I know everybody going through it when we seeing, what some people are going through it when they're seeing these celebrity names come out on the Epstein files. We're seeing, celebrities. I mean, it's since social media has been a thing and now there's like proof of people doing stuff. Um, a lot of people have fallen. We've seen a lot of people that we look up to have fallen from the pedestal that we were all trained to place them on because they're popular, because they're celebrities, because they're millionaires or whatnot, right? And we even do that within our own families. You know, there's a lot of people who protect abusers within their own family. So, of course, and then there's some people that feel like because the training is like if you have money, then you're a good person. And that's not always the case at all. Okay? I am somebody that believes that if there's homelessness and billionaires, like there shouldn't be the same thing. And right now it's not looking really good for these millionaires. Like all the stuff that's coming out about them, all the people that we have placed on a pedestal and in the forefront, the majority, it's like, dang, so all y'all are just gonna be abusers and grapists, all y'all, right? Because everybody can't be lying, and it can't just be, oh, they just want money. No, come on now. Like if you do something wrong to somebody, you deserve to get sued. The end. The best thing they can do is hit your pockets, okay? Because at the end of the day, they still have to live with what you took from them. Okay, so that whole, oh, they just who cares? Pay them. That's the least you can do. You already took something from them that they can never get back, right? Like that's my view on it. That's my take on it. Um, Let me see here. Where the question? What role does shame play in why people refuse to change? Hmm. What role does shame play? Because if you, let me see. Because when you feel like you identify with a person that you've placed on a pedestal, them doing something wrong feels like you're doing something wrong. Okay? And then your ideas of them also change because there's a reason why you put them on a pedestal. Okay? Um, I don't know, it's like a personal attack on self, right? So people sometimes they feel like if I supported it this strong, I can't go back. No, yes you can. Everybody could go back. Nobody wants to feel unfortunately taken advantage of. Nobody wants to feel that shame, that guilt, like they're stupid, like they can't think for themselves. Um so I think that's why people refuse to change, unfortunately. I think I think that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Um, but that's a good question. The question was, what role does shame play in why people refuse to change? It plays a big role. Okay, a major role. Um, what's the next question? What does this protect people from admitting about themselves or the system? I think acting like you don't see the president doing what he's doing, okay? It protects folks from admitting that they're racist and they're abusers as well, that they're bad people, Okay? I think what that's what it does. And I remember I had a friend. I won't put her name on blast or anything like that, but when we turned 18, when she turned 18, she was, finally get to vote. And at the time, I believe President Bush was up for either election or re-election. I can't remember, but this was in 2004, I believe. Yeah, 2004. So, when I asked her like who she's voting for, okay, she said, I'm going to vote for President Bush because Republicans are Christian, right? And that was the programming, okay? A lot of people put religion over anything, and I wish black people didn't do that because you black before anything. That's how you get treated in this society. You're not Christian before anything. If you Christian before anything, you're gonna experience a whole lot of pain that can be avoided, right? It take way more to dip and dodge. Or what I say in the moment, actually, dipping and dodging is putting a band-aid on a situation, but it will come back to bite you in the end. You better off just facing it head on. But if that's the programming, like, I understand why people fall into that trap. There's so many people that feel like, oh, I'm Christian first, and then religion is a source of control as well, right? So you got people feeling like if I admit that the president is a bad person, okay, and the president is racist and the president is a rapist and all of that, right? If I admit that, that means that I'm just like this person, right? Or that um I'm no longer Christian or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Like I really, the programming is it's just so bad and it's so damaging to people. It is so damaging to people. Like when it comes to religion, I think that plays a major role in this refusal to face the truth. I think misogyny plays a major role. I think people being oppressed and looking for a way out. That's why you've seen all those Hispanics, regardless of our president being who he is and speaking against their culture, feeling like if I completely do it by their rules, I'll finally be looked at as equal. When you were never meant, that's not how the game that you in right now, you were never meant to be equal. Period. That's how that goes. You was never, okay? Never meant to be equal. Um, Let me see here. Dang, I've been online for a minute. Oh, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap up this live in a minute, but yeah, this is pretty much how it will go. What y'all seeing on the screen right now is me trying to like develop this live right now, and give you my random thoughts. Unless you got questions for me that you want to ask. If there's questions for me while I'm growing, while I'm small, now is the best time to ask them on Thursdays when I go live. And I go live if I'm feeling up to it. I like this. I like this little overlay right here. I wonder if YouTube will take a video. We gotta see. Well, let's slow it down. For some reason, Canva only allows you to have 3-second videos, so you can get a little time out if you put it at half speed or even slower. But it kept, relationships is spelled wrong. So this is what I have to do. I have to go back from making it a video to making it regular, and then I have to let's say relation hips. Okay, so this is what you do here. But yeah, my random thoughts is what would happen. I should do lives for like an hour. That's what I should do. Give people enough time to come in, and I'm just going to show you the behind the scenes, what I'm doing, what I go through, what my process is with making things. And you guys are going to be my little accountability buddies. Okay. My double, is it called doubling? I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically an ADHD hack. When you have somebody in the room with you, sometimes you get stuff done faster and you're not as off topic when you have somebody like standing there with you if you need to get stuff done versus procrastination. So you kind of like do like a body doubling type of situation. And that's what y'all gonna be, okay? Y'all gonna be my body double for my ADHD talks. Um, Especially if you don't ask me anything. Let's see here. So now I have to, do I know what I'm doing? I do. I want to get this done so bad. Okay. I love to multitask. So that also helps me while I work. Who benefits from? Okay, let me see. Let me answer some more questions. Who benefits from the confusion staying in place? The abusers. Okay, I was talking about these Epstein files. I was talking about Christianity and the excuses that everybody's coming up with for the president and everybody that was in the Epstein files and stuff. Mainly white people. Okay, mainly them, mainly the racist white people, okay, and people who are self-hating towards their own cultures. But those people still get to be in power the more that we ignore, okay? The more that they act like they don't see what's going on, the more that they try to pull the wool over our eyes. Um, that part is so very 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 frustrating. It truly is. Outline this. They changed it. Let me see. How do I do this? I do that like that, and then this needs to be black. That's how we like it. Okay, let me fix this relationships. Relationships. Yeah. That helps. That helps. Okay. And now, I think now we can make it move. Let me see. Now we can edit it and make it move. Image to video. Generate 3 seconds. But yeah, those people, they stay in power. Like, do you agree? What do you think? What do you think? Like, what? Regardless of whether you agree or disagree, my frustration is with the whole situation, is that I'm awake and I can't go back to sleep. Okay? No one should want to go back to sleep, but I kind of feel like if nothing's going to be done, yep, I absolutely wish I could go back to sleep and not know and not be aware and just be as dumb as they're expecting the people that are awake to be. Because for some reason it's easier, but it's not, because everybody's getting hit. The economy is being hit. The people who voted for him is being hit. People who have health issues are being hit. Every underserved community is being hit by this. Even big corporations, they're being hit by this stupidity, by this blind eye that wants to continue this nonsense. But I feel like we are in the age of Aquarius, okay? We are in the age of Aquarius, and that means that people are getting smarter, people are paying attention more. Um, People are no longer going to sit back and expect or accept the same behavior. They're just not. Okay, people are waking up. The language, everybody's like starting to kind of use the same language and have that level of understanding for what is really happening right now. And I support everybody who is unafraid to step out and say something, especially the people who may look like they should just put their head down and, benefit off of their privilege. Like, I love seeing the men that are coming out and speaking against misogyny, speaking against these Epstein files. I love seeing that and standing up for women's rights. I love seeing, the people who are white. Like, I'm gonna just say it. I love seeing the white people come out and speak out about this racism, okay? And speak out about what ICE is doing wrong. Like, they just killed two of their own. All right, two of your own were shot and killed, and the excuse is, oh, they were trying to come at us. Oh, this person had a gun. Like, oh my gosh, like this is too much. We got to figure out who we can learn from and what to do about our society, and we cannot. Those who believe in freedom cannot rest. That's just how it's going to be. And I can't rest until somebody does something about this, right? I want to get up on here and talk about just the astrology and all the lovely things and rainbows and unicorns because I'm a Pisces. That's what I love to do. But I cannot because these things affect me too. And that's what this random live is going to be about when I do them, okay? And no, please don't depend on me to be here every single time. I'm gonna try to, okay? If y'all can hold me accountable. If I get people to subscribe and like the live and show up, watch my videos, if I can get y'all to do that, then absolutely that will motivate me to keep coming up here. Okay, it truly will. But I, have this big fear that might have to do with my ADHD as well and my chart of wasting time. I don't like wasting time. I don't like wasting life. I don't like everywhere I go. If I show up, if you hear my voice, I want to make an impact in this world. And I don't want to, yeah, I don't want to waste time. I just don't. I really don't. I mean, it's not too much about the views, the likes, and the subscribers. That's not too much. I mean, um, I do want to make an impact, but I think the main thing is no matter who sees this, no matter when you're seeing any of the content or hear me speak, my podcast or anything like that, I want you to be inspired, regardless of whether I'm inspiring one person or a million people. Like, as long as I touch somebody, somebody feels validated and seen based off of what I share, um, my job is done. That's how that's gonna go for me. That's how that's gonna go. Was those all the questions? Let me see if those are all the questions I needed to answer. Oh, here's one more. What's the cost of staying loyal to the old story? The cost of staying loyal to the old story is what you're seeing right now. It's death. It's death to society, death to culture, um, death to people who thought that they could have more when they came to this country, death to dreams of the lies that we've been told. And then finally reaching that place where they say you're supposed to have everything, you're supposed to be happy, and still feeling like nothing, like despair, more depression, more loneliness, you know, darkness, continuous darkness if we continue to stay loyal to a destructive type of system that we're living in. Like, that's the cost. Happiness is the cost. And everybody, because we have social media, because we have televisions, because we have the internet, okay, everybody gets to see it and everybody is impacted from it. And uh, it just messes with I think people who are awake, it messes with their mental. It's gonna get worse for people, and we need each other as a society. We need people to do jobs, you know, to want to get up and go to work, to want to feel passionate no matter how big or small, you know, society deems their role in you know, in this space in America or the world or whatever the case may be. No matter what, we need people, right? Those who are rude to service workers, we need those people. So y'all need to stop. Y'all won't have no place to go to let off your steam and to buy that Starbucks coffee if you continue to, you know, take out your frustrations with your whole life on other people. Like that, it's a trickle down effect, and we some got to change. We not being shown all this information for no reason. So somebody need to do something about it. And if we continue to stay loyal to this system, mm, we're gonna lose purpose. We are. That's my fear. Okay, so well, that is enough, y'all. Hopefully next week I'm gonna have this live fully together. Fully all the way together. Hopefully the sound will be better and everything. But until next time, thank y'all for tuning in. Okay. If you want to work with me, description is below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment below. If you comment on this live, whether it's live or afterwards, I will answer the comments. Okay, if you have any questions about anything, I will respond. Okay, this is the beginning, so I thank everybody who is here in the beginning while I'm growing, um, and I hope you stay with me. Okay. All right. Well, that is that. Till next time. Bye, y'all.